That morning, when I unlocked the bakery door, the air smelled of vanilla, sugar, and the fragile dreams I'd tried to build from ashes. I had pictured laughter bouncing off the walls, teacups clinking, my family glowing under the golden lights I'd strung up all night. But by noon, with the ribbons still untouched, I realized I was the only one who had shown up. No, Mom. Not Rosie. Not even Dad, who once said, "You make the best bread this side of town." They'd all gone to Rosie's promotion party instead. The irony? I'd named one of my signature cakes after her and I didn't cry. I simply turned the sign to "closed," swept crumbs that weren't there, and listened to the quiet hum of emptiness. Then my phone buzzed. Dad's message, "We need to discuss the bakery." I didn't reply. I just stared at those words until they blurred. That was the moment I decided I wouldn't beg for love again. I wouldn't wait for validation. That was the moment I began planning. Back then, I had thought Rosie was perfect, the golden child, untouchable. She'd flash those sugary words at me, "I'm so proud of you, sis," as if pride were a form of charity. She got promotions, attention, praise. I got hand-me-downs, clothes, compliments, dreams. Still I stayed kind. I baked her birthday cakes, helped with resumes, even lent her money for an office retreat she couldn't afford. Funny thing, the retreat became the down payment on her new car. That's when the cracks began to appear. Mom and Dad called her their achiever. My messages went unread. Rosie used my bakery recipes on her company blog, claiming them as her own. I didn't confront her. I watched. I listened. I waited. The first Real crack came at a family dinner, through an offhand brag. "We're planning a big office event," she said. "I might even get the city's mayor to attend." Dad clapped. "That's my girl." Then he turned to me, almost apologetic. "You should ask Rosie for advice on business promotions." You could. I had learned something that day. How to be underestimated. When Rosie posted her promotion celebration online for the same date and time as my bakery opening, I knew it wasn't an accident. She wanted the family to choose. They did, but she didn't realize that while they toasted her, I was rewriting the script. I pulled up every receipt, every transaction, every invoice I'd ever sent her, all tied to her company's catering division. She'd been using my business name without permission to promote her culinary ventures. I had the contracts, the emails, the bank transfers. I packaged it all neatly, like a box of pastries tied with a polite bow, and sent it to her company's board of directors. Then I waited. 2 days after my lonely grand opening, the silence shattered. Rosie called. Her voice shook. You reported me?" I stayed calm. "No. I just corrected a mistake." "Do you even know what you've done?" "I think you do," I said. She hung up to BY the next morning. The news had spread. Rosie was suspended pending investigation, misuse of company funds, fraudulent claims. The family group chat erupted. "Mom, is this true?" "Dad, we need to talk." That's when his message came again. "We need to discuss the bakery," and I told him to come by. He arrived just before sunset, the same golden hour that once made my bakery look like heaven. Only now it felt like a stage. He looked tired. Angry. "Why didn't you tell us you were opening this place? We could have helped." "You knew," I said, sliding one of the invitations I'd sent weeks ago across the counter. "You just had somewhere better to be." He looked at it. Regret flickered across his face. "What did you do to your sister?" I placed a fresh loaf on the counter. Nothing she didn't bake herself. He didn't like that answer. Fathers never do when their golden child cracks. Family shouldn't destroy family, he muttered. That I met his eyes. Then maybe family shouldn't destroy me first. Silence. He looked around, the polished counters, the awards on the wall, the quiet success he hadn't expected. Then he said it, the line that sealed it all. "She's learned her lesson. You've made your point." I smiled, soft and steady. "But this isn't about making a point. It's about finally taking my place." When he left, the bell above the door chimed softly, the same sound it had made the day I opened. Alone, I sat behind the counter, watching city lights spill through the window. Somewhere, Rosie was packing up her desk. Mom was defending her. Dad was scheming ways to fix what couldn't be fixed. And me? I was kneading dough for tomorrow's batch. Focused. Free. Because revenge isn't fire. It's precision. The quiet satisfaction of knowing the ones who overlooked you now have to look up. As the oven timer dinged, crisp, clean, final, I realized something. He hadn't come to discuss the bakery. He had come to fix it.